What is happening, everybody? Pretty sure we're live. I like to let the thing kind of pop before I really start talking, so let's give it a second. And maybe all this shit will work again, which is cool. Usually does. I think it's done pretty good so far, considering I'm using a free thing. Oh, there we are. See, hi. Okay, we're live, and I probably was live before, but now I just make sure. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's good. It is Tuesday, August 26th, 3:19 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. A little late for live, but I'm going to do it anyway. Been a crazy day and crazy week, but one of the fucking best ones ever. And not to mention, just something I really, really need to share with you guys that actually stuck with me this last weekend of filming on Jason Voorhees Nightmares. So I'll probably go into that a little bit towards the end of the broadcast here, but it might be more for me than you guys, but I think filmmakers should listen. I think you guys really should. Because it's something you can't learn at a fucking school. And it's something that you can't really learn at all unless somebody explains it to you. And then, oh shit, that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So I'll probably talk about that here in a bit. Okay, so anyway, we're up here in Washington State. We're filming this movie. Things are going great. I don't know what's going on with the weather up here, but it can fuck off. It is too goddamn hot. Every fucking day it's just burning and I am just cooked. Like I am browner than I ever have been in my entire life. Like there's places I can't even go now. I'm too brown. They won't let me in. They'll be like, sorry, bro, you're too brown. I'm like, sorry, man. I'm just, aren't we past that? And they're like, no, not at all. Not at all. I'm like, okay, great. Anyway, it's been hot. So this last weekend we're filming Jason Voorhees Nightmares, kicking ass, right? We had Saturday and Sunday to shoot, and okay, so this is a mistake I made, I think, because I'm thinking, okay, great, it's not raining, it's not shitty weather, we'll all be fine. We got a few covers, we got a shit ton of water, everybody be good, and it was going to be like 92 degrees or something crazy. Well, I think it got to 94, and on Saturday and Sunday we were on fire. No, excuse me, Saturday was just the worst. We didn't film Sunday, we took the day off. Saturday was just fucking brutal, you guys. Just the heat. We're on location on set. The conditions were miserable. As soon as the day started, it was miserable. It was so bad. It was so hot. And we had like 50 or 60 people on set. We had about 40 plus extras, our cast and crew. And goddamn, no, we had deadlines to meet. We had to hustle because of some of our bigger actors were there. And they had to get out at a certain time period. So we had to really lock in on them and try to get them done, right? So, I took the reins and started grabbing those guys. And we started setting up the first sequences that we needed to do. And we started shooting those. And I think we started shooting 11 a.m. I'm going to tell you, by 1 o'clock, I had heat exhaustion. I was seeing spots and shit, which is crazy. I was drinking water for days. I thought I was hydrated. It was just that fucking hot. I didn't feel good the rest of the day. It was awful. And other people were feeling that same kind of conditions. Like it was just, so do me a favor, guys. If it's a 90 plus day outside and you're getting baked, like there's no, tree cover or anything, and you're just out in the field, really consider keeping your shoot short. Okay. And getting everybody the fuck out of there. If you even try it. I know I'm probably not going to ever do that again. 90-degree heat, it's too much to be filming, especially action sequences and stuff. It's just way too much to ask anybody. It's just too much. So I think next time, if I see that the weather guy or gal are saying, 90 plus heat warning, cancel that fucking shoot. That's what I'm doing. We're not going to do it. It's just too brutal. It's too brutal. And we got about 80% of our sides done on that day. I called it early. I'm like, no, I can't do the acting I need to do. I know the other actors are burnt. Our people are dying out here. We got to get the fuck out. So yeah, we cut it close to getting it all, but I did chop the shoot short to save everybody some kind of soul. It was so bad, guys. It was so bad. So yeah, don't film when it's that hot. I don't care how badass you are. It's ridiculous. Okay, but we did have like 40 some bikers out there. We had action sequences we were doing. They were all fun and fantastic. We had some of the EOC people coming back, and we were all setting up these fight sequences that turned out great. We had multiple cameras. We got a new film guy that came with us, a new camera guy. His name was Anthony. He's great. He joined us too and was shooting some shit. Let him do his thing, and he's fantastic. What else was going on? Steve was doing awesome on like second unit. He was over there doing all kinds of cool shit. We had a lot of special effects shots we had to get for our practicals, a lot of little stupid things that were time consuming that Steve just took on, and he grabbed the people he needed and went over there and shot all his shit on his own. You know, I'm working on action sequences over here. Ryan Smith came from Creepy TV. He was setting up explosives. We're blowing shit up. Everything's flying everywhere. We had a blast, but it was just too hot to really enjoy the moment sometimes. And there were some people out there who didn't give a fuck. They were fine. You know, these bikers, these guys came out and they're fighting and they're wrestling as background and extras and all this stuff. And these guys are going at it like hard. So when a few bikers were telling me that they didn't feel too good, I felt better about myself as a man, because I didn't want to say anything, but I was fucked. I was so fucked. It was crazy. It was crazy. But anyway, the shoot went very well. We didn't get everything, but this next weekend we can squeeze in what we didn't get, and I think we're going to be just fine. In fact, I know we're going to be just fine. That's the whole point of this stuff, guys. Always remember that as long as you're working and you're hustling and you're pushing yourself, and you're organized, for the most part, things always work out. You know, if you have a day where you can't get through it all, especially in a low budget thing, you know, if there's no budget time that you have to make, you know, and money that, oh, fuck, we got to add another day or whatever, a few hours here and the next to shoot. You know, if you don't have to worry about that, don't worry about it. You know, more than likely people, especially the crew I've got and the cast I have been a pleasure to work with. These guys are fucking savages, and they want to get this movie done, and they want to be proud of this movie. So they'll come back, and they already said that to me. They're like, no, we just come back and do it. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like, okay. So that's kind of relieving as a, you know, a showrunner, a director, or whatever we want to call yourself or myself, to have people that are so loyal, to be able to, you know, donate more time to something that you hope to get done. You know, that's another trip out. That's more gas money. That's more time away from their families. That's, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And they're still fucking badasses like that. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool, guys. But I'm going to tell you something. I've cut a lot of movies in my life. I've cut a lot. Hey, dude, what is happening? Aaron Switzer. He was one of the guys that I was talking about. He and I both were fucked on Saturday from the heat. It was too fucking hot. Way too hot. He saw spots too. We both saw spots. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to go into just now, but what we got going on here with this film and this edit. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. This edit is something special. I've cut a lot of movies in my 23 plus years making films. I've never had one with such great footage across the board, like every camera, you know, and when it gets to the point where you're like, I don't even know what fucking shot, it doesn't even matter. They're all great. Now I had to start really thinking, okay, now cinematically, what works the best? Because every shot, you know, worked. I'd say 90% of them do. That's pretty high to have like 4 or 5 cameras sometimes on set. You know, audio wise, things are gelling. You know, not everything was perfect audio wise. We really put a lot of effort into audio this time. And you guys know how labs are. Sometimes they hit, you can tape them on. Sometimes they sound like shit. You know, they get rustly and all that crap, and you got to fix it anyway. Or the boom mic's too far away and you got to boost stuff, and then you get all this fucking static and background noise, and you got to figure out a way to clean all that shit up. But we used to go through that with almost every fucking piece of sound we got. Not anymore. Not anymore. I've only had a few sequences that we had a tough time with labs and or the boom. And I'd say a good 80% of this is solid. I'm really proud of that. Because audio is tough. And it's overlooked a lot. And we really tried to focus on it as much as, at least I did, as much as I could this time. Pay attention to where the boom operator's at. Hey, guy, you know, get it closer. Get it closer. Let's get up in there. I'm right up in their face, guy. You can get that mic right in their fucking face. You know, that's that's what I'm saying. Just to be able to get the best sound we possibly can in this film. It's important. It's something I wanted to learn to do better anyway. And I think, you know, as a filmmaker and, you know, a lot of people say jack of all trades. When you really call yourself a jack of all trades, yeah, and you can kind of do everything a little bit, You've got some great areas that you're good, really good in, but then you know how to do everything else, but you might slack on them. And I'm trying not to slack on anything that I'm taking care of. If I'm doing audio for myself on my film, if I'm holding the fucking boom, which I've done many times as a director, or someone else's thing. You know, if I go and help Ryan Smith on a movie or Aaron Focus on one of his, if they need a boom operator, I'll fucking hold it. Zero ego, right? It's about making the movie. And plus, if the audio sounds good, it makes me feel good because I'm like, now that's good audio. I'll talk shit. I mean, I recorded that. You know what I mean? That's cool. It's a big part of the movie. So don't, just because you're not filming it or acting in it doesn't mean it's not fucking important. Don't forget that, guys. Every fucking thing. I don't care if it's somebody running to go get a prop you need, or going to find your script where it's at, or the sides that you left somewhere and you can't find them, you know, or fuck, where's my lens cap? And someone takes the time and run to go get that for you and bring it to you. You know, God bless them, man. They're fucking vital to a production on a film every fucking time. So don't take that shit for granted. If you're a filmmaker out there and you're bossing people around, you better be fucking grateful. I'm telling you. If you're not, you're just a dick. You're just a fucking dick. Don't be a fucking dick. Be nice and appreciate the people that are helping your ass out to make a movie. Yeah. Be appreciative of that. It's important. Okay, so let me roll in. So Jason Voorhees Nightmares is kicking ass, though, guys. We're getting close. We've got a couple days left this month. Next weekend, we've got some great things. Next week, we got a film. This Saturday and Sunday coming up. It's going to be fucking awesome. I think we have one makeup shoot we have to do in early September, something we had to skip about a month ago because we didn't have the location locked in. We got to make that up. And then we've got pickups in September, which is going to be a lot of perks we need to still do. And anything that we need to do that might be a reshoot or shots we may have missed of certain actors, some voiceover things we need, some intro stuff we need, you know, so we're going to take our time in September and get all that done. But here's the thing. This last weekend, and this was that thing I was going to talk about to everybody about what I learned this weekend. And I've heard it before many times. And I just never let it sink in. This weekend, I actually let it sink in because I couldn't be more enamored by the amount of people that joined us on this project, that helped us out the way they have, that have donated to not only Indiegogo and GoFundMe, but handed me cash money or one of our crew members cash money or went and got waters for us or cigarettes or fucking sodas or whatever it was to help the production because they were having such a great time. They gave them something that they've never experienced before. And I'm talking about hundreds of people, guys, that they've never done this before. So when you're around new people that aren't in the industry and they get a chance to be on a movie set and be a part of it, you know, like our bikers or the extras that came, and you're listening to them and how much fun they're actually having and what they're saying about what they wish they could do. I was shooting a shot, you guys, filming the sequence with I think it was Grace. No, it was Bill Reed. It was Bill Reed and Carl. I was shooting those guys. And over here to the right of me, I didn't see who it was, but there was 3 or 4 extras, and these were bikers that were there. And all I kept hearing them say was, man, if I could do this for a living, I'd fucking quit my job in a heartbeat. This is so fucking great. And they all were just kind of talking about that. And I was getting ready to shoot, and I wanted to interject so badly to them because they got bit. You know, they felt what most filmmakers actually feel, that love, that passion, that drive, that dreaminess that you get when you're out there and you're just looking around like, I can't believe I get to do this. You know, those bikers felt that way. Talked to a few other ones later. And I'm not to the part where I learned something yet, but I was observing things without observing them, if that's cool. A little later, though, I was talking to some other guys. And I heard this from numerous people. And they came up to me. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. Okay, I'm not. I love to do it, but I'm not. I couldn't tell you how many people came up to me and just said how much they adored watching me direct, the energy that I had on set, how inspiring I was to them, and how fired up they got because of my demeanor and how I was able to not only direct scenes, but, you know, make sure everybody felt welcome and how grateful I was for them to be there. I mean, these people had never met me before. And I absolutely fell in love with every one of them when they pulled up on their bikes or they showed up in their cars or the actors that come up and join us or anything. I love them all just because, Jesus Christ, you guys, you came and helped me. All you people came and helped me. And that energy I get from that just fires me up. I just feed off of it, guys. And I get so jacked up and I'm like, woo, and I'm going and going and going, and I can go all fucking day. They would post things online and say things about our cast, our crew, and how real we were. That we were down to earth motherfuckers. We were people that were real. That means everything to me, and I know it means a lot to our cast and our crew too, that people feel that comfortable around us. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys. What I learned is that being authentic matters. Okay, be who you really are. Get rid of the facade. All right, stop acting like you got to stick up your ass, like you're some professional or some bullshit that you might do to act cool or look like a certain way or an image you're trying to do. Had a conversation with another guy I just met this weekend. He was talking about, getting rid of people on his site, and unfriending folks that don't comment or react to his fucking posts because he wants to make room with people who do. And I'm like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Like if someone's following you or friended you and they're not responding to your shit, are you literally going to get butthurt because they're not giving you the attention you need? I mean, fuck it. Who gives a shit? If you're making this stuff for somebody else, that's great. If you're making it for yourself, that's totally fine. But if you're looking for attention, you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it for the right reasons. So I kind of talked to the guy a little bit online, but not a big deal. But it was one of those things that kind of irked me a little bit, if that makes sense. I just don't know why people would do that. Yeah, word. You know what I'm saying, Horton. What's up, buddy? That kind of stuff just doesn't make sense to me. I love that everybody wants to follow us, and if they don't comment, and I could give a fuck, but I know they see it most of the time. And if they do see it and they don't comment, but I see them in real life, they go, oh, I saw all this stuff you're doing. I'm like, oh, great. Yeah, you didn't comment on a post, but that's fine. I don't care, but I know they see it. That's what's awesome. And it's a great thing to actually have happen, because just because you're not getting that algorithm hit that you're looking for doesn't mean your algorithm is not boosting still. They're seeing your stuff. They're just not commenting. So it doesn't matter. In fact, I want them to see it and not comment. I want the haters. I want them to watch and see what we can grow to become. And then I want them to question why they didn't jump on board when they had a chance and stop being such a dick about it and could have easily joined us and had fun. You know what I mean? 2 years from now, I'd love to see those guys go, man, 2 years ago, you guys were doing that movie. And you guys were kicking ass, man. I should have joined. I'm like, well, why didn't you, motherfucker? We had an open door policy. Like, where is everybody? You got too much pride to jump on somebody else's set? Like, why? Why would you have pride? We're still making movies. This is the most collaborative film I've ever done. I call myself a director, but I've got everybody making decisions. I had, one of our lead actresses, I was fucking done. I was so hot and burnt out. And I'm like, Grace, you drove out in here. We got time for one of your shots today. That's all we can do. I got to get you to come back out here, squeeze in. But I tell you what, you're great at your staff work. You're great at choreography. You're great athlete. You know movies. Why don't you how many guys you want to go beat up? And she was like, I don't know, 3. She takes 3 guys. And I say, go choreograph your fight scene that you want. Whatever you want, just go shoot it. Take 2 camera guys and go do it. Grace Madeline took those 2 camera guys and those 3 dudes, and she choreographed one of the coolest fucking bits I had seen in a long time. She whooped ass, and it's fucking great. And the guys shot it good, and the actors pulled it off. And I'm like, Grace, that's what I'm talking about. See, I didn't direct that. She did. But it's okay to give other people a chance to do things on your set to help you make your movie. You can't do it all sometimes. You really can't. Jay Horton, I do need a ton of it. I know you do. You do, man. I know. But joking aside, yes, seriously though, it's a bad look. I know it is, right? It's just not cool to be able to, or to think you have to like unfriend people because they don't like you, like something that you posted. Like, get over yourself, man. I mean, I love me. That's all I need. No one else gives a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. I have to go through it to actually, To be honest, it's sometimes you want to get online, you want to just look at stuff. You're not thinking about liking and stuff. I remind myself to do that, especially people I know and people that have helped me. You got to remind yourself sometimes to take a second, just, give them a heart, give them a like, let them know you were there. I think that's great, and I try to do better at that now than I used to. I used to see everybody's stuff, but I wouldn't say anything. And I'm like, why the fuck am I not doing that? That's rude. But some people don't have time to do it, or they don't think that way, and that's fine. And I don't think everybody who doesn't comment or like something that I post is necessarily out to get me. I just think they don't have fucking time. It's online. Who gives a shit? It's Facebook or it's Instagram. Who cares? Who cares? I think it's stupid. What's up, Steve? How you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a good day. I haven't talked to you today, bro. I hope you're good. Aaron Focus says, I can vouch for that. LOL. I saw it and reached out and got included. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? It's kind of like meh. I don't know. Kind of silly. What's Horton saying? Entitlement is rampant. Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. I don't know why, Jason. I don't know why people feel that they have to have that kind of I don't know, spotlight. I mean, I'm just like anybody else. Getting attention's great. It makes things. It gets you excited, I totally am not against it, but I don't look for it. I try to, Sam gives me shit all the time, like, oh, you need all the attention. I'm like, bullshit. I'm just the only one that'll go online and do this shit. I'm the only one that chose to do it. And when I commit to something, I fucking commit. Ask Sam. I've been with her for 20 some years. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere with this movie shit. That's what I got to do. What's folks say? To clarify, though, it wasn't for attention. I just wanted to make room for actual connections I had made recently. I absolutely keep the haters. Yeah. And I don't think I was talking about you, Focus. I don't even think I saw your post. Talking about somebody else that I just met this weekend. Yeah, but I get it, though. I get it. And, it's like, it's fine if you go and that's what the follow button's for. They can still follow you. They'll still probably see your stuff if you're posting all the time. Facebook recommends you to other people out there, regardless. If you're keeping up with stuff, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think you should worry about that stuff too much. If you're getting yourself out there, you'll know it. You'll feel it. Anyway, going back to what I was talking about that I think is important, being your authentic self. Get rid of the facade. Whatever you think the way you're supposed to act, just get excited. I'm out there filming. And I look at this BTF stuff. And if somebody does something great, I'm like a little kid. I'm jumping around. And the smile is so cheesy on my face. I'm like Daffy Duck, like, I'm all over the place, dude. I can't help it. But that's me. That's the real me. I'm not trying to act like, okay, cut. Great take. Okay, next we're going to go over here. Sitting in the chair with a cigar or a fucking notepad and doing no. I need to be running around and like a crazy person. And I'm excited and I got that energy and I'm going to give it to everybody. If what I'm trying to say, you guys, is that my energy that I get, I take from everyone around me. And this excitement I have for the project is already there. So I'm fueling it with all this energy that I get from everybody else. And then it's just kind of happens where I give it back to them. Now they got it. Then it comes back to me again. And now I got it. And then I go back to them and they got it. And then we just all rise. That's it. That's exactly what happens. And people give me credit for it. I'm like, no, it's because of you guys. It's because of all of you. Every single one of you that have supported us, that have backed us, that worked on set with us, that came as an extra, that helped with food or water or running and grabbing something for somebody. Badass. It really is. LOL, I went on a rant about being maxed out recently. Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, don't worry. Who gives a shit? You got followers button. Yeah, get those followers. Chase Dudley's got like 140-some thousand followers. You don't fuck the 5,000 friend thing on Facebook. Get those followers. That matters. That fucking matters. I'm telling you, it's a big deal. Let's see who we got here. David. What I like is you take even the extras' opinions and suggestions when filming. Oh, David, thank you. Yeah, you know why, bro? Because this is a collaborative thing, David. If I'm asking you for your time, you have a right to say some things. You want to try to do something. You've got an idea. I can't think of everything. You know what I mean? And I tell that to everybody on my cast and my crew. I can't. I have my own ideas, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're all good. And then someone else comes back and then they say something. I'm like, let's do that because that's great. That's fucking great. So, David, you're very welcome, and thank you for spending your time with us and sharing your time with us. And I hope you had a great time, dude. I hope you did. James, when you get excited looking at a playback or right after calling cut, it was fun to watch. Yeah, James, you saw it. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what you guys showed me too. That energy. That's just me. But it was great to see that it made everybody feel good because that's the real me. And that's all I want to say to filmmakers out there. Be the real you. Be the real fucking you. If you're you and people responding to that, they're gonna want to work with you again. They're gonna help you with your productions. They'll want a part and a piece of anything that you do in the future. They want to work with you. They might want to be your friend. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no rules in this industry. You can make your own, especially on the indie level. Make your own rules. Make your own sets. Do what you want to do. Have fun with it, man. Don't forget that shit. Have fun with it. David, I had a great time in the last 2 weekends out there. Oh, buddy, I'm glad you did. Thank you, brother, so much. Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you, man. We had fun. We got a couple more left. You're going to love this movie, bro. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Aaron, my favorite Aaron Carlson quote to a camera guy on set is, take these guys over there and do you. Yeah. Yeah, go do you, bro. Do you. That's the thing. I wouldn't have reached out to all of my cast, the crew, and I've been lucky enough to have people like Aaron who knew another group of people that might be interested in being in this, and then lo and behold, here comes like 100 and some odd bikers just rolling up to be on set, and most of them have the same kind of like-mindedness that we do. They loved it. I handpicked personally people that I knew I could be friends with. And because I liked who they were as people, they just happen to also be creative. I don't want to be on set with somebody who's really good at something, but they're a fucking asshole. I don't care. It's not about that. I'd rather have somebody who's mediocre that we could help mold into something great, but is passionate about it and who are cool. That's me. That's me all day long. Yeah, all day long. I'm not putting up with bullshit or attitudes or weirdos or egos. I can't stand it. And I can smell them a while away. There's a few people I met this week, and I know they have an ego. Big time. And everybody says I have one. I do, but I have a healthy ego. Don't tell Sam that. However, there was a few that I met where I'm just like, that's too bad. Cool person, but yeah, not probably for me. Not probably for me. And that's going to happen. And you got to be honest about that with yourself and not just give in to certain things because you think that might help your production. Like if certain people aren't good, people consider that, because you have to protect the others around you too. It's important to keep your sets happy and energized, and vibrant, and creative. We're kids playing. I've seen grown men, white beards, fighting in the dirt and get up laughing and holding each other and hugging and just cracking up. They're just old kids. So am I. All right, I've been going almost a half hour. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna get off of this. So anyway, Jason Voorhees Nightmares is coming. I know the posters that we put out, the early concept posters, say 2025, December, Christmas, or whatever. That's not going to happen. We're going to have this film out hopefully by March or a little sooner. We got a lot of special effects to do. We've got a lot of color grading to do. We've got a shit ton of sound design to do. So there's a lot, but we are going to have a premiere in the theater for this one, which we've already decided. And that will be up here in the Pacific Northwest. We're probably going to do some test screenings too before that. And we'll be releasing on YouTube on a premiere for everybody else to see it when it comes out. And hopefully that will be in March. So that's the plan. We still have through September to get shoots done. So we're going to be keeping that GoFundMe up for the duration here, even through post-production, because I know there's things that we still need to buy for post. There's things and people out there that might be able to help us we need to pay for to make this movie the best it can be. So please consider, if you haven't done so already, jump on over to GoFundMe, check out our little GoFundMe fundraiser. We can't give away perks on that platform. However, I am keeping track of everybody who donates, and anybody who donates any dollar amount is going to get a special thanks in this film. You will be in the film credits and on IMDb. If you do $300 or more, well, I should say $300, at least $300, you will become an associate producer in IMDb and in the film. And if you go 400 or more, you're going to get a bonus package. You'll be one of the producers, depending on the amount you donate. And you'll also get a bunch of goodies. And we got a lot of stuff we're going to be giving out to this one. So if you still want to keep helping us, the more money we get, the better. It's just going to help us through this entire process through March. It'd be great for everybody to be able to part of this. I would love to see just thousands of names in the credits and just go, that's what I'm talking about. That's a community fucking film. That everybody, not only the people acting in it, but they also donated to be a part of it and they got stuff for it. And now they feel like they were right there with us. You know, that's what I wanted to do. And I've seen so many of you guys come through in that. And it's been an amazing, amazing thing. Even people I just met. James is one of them. James came on. Donated, I think, $400, became an associate producer, and he's going to get a whole package of cool shit. James, thank you. Yeah, and you got to get that premiere, bro. You got to be there. We'll let everybody know. So be cool like James. Consider helping these indie films, and they're not just mine. There's other filmmakers out there making stuff. If Jason Voorhees Nightmares isn't for you, that's okay. That's all right. I'm sure there's other filmmaker out there making something that you might want to get seen. Help them make it. That's the one thing that stops so many creatives out there is money. And with some kind of support and some kind of backing, you could change somebody's life by just giving them a few bucks to help them follow their dream. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's kind of the way it is. I'm stubborn. I would have made this movie with nothing. It wouldn't be as good as it is now. I still would have made it though, right? Because I'm a dick that way, right? Right. And sometimes you got to be stubborn. But just be you. And don't forget it. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Talk to you guys soon. Oh, shit, 500. See, James is no joke. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's why you get the bonus package. That's right. Appreciate you, bro, so much. Anyway, I will talk to you guys next week. Keep an eye out for more posts. Updates are coming. And Jason Voorhees Nightmares is almost here. We'll talk to you everybody later. See you soon.